Welcome back, everybody, to the RSC. It's your boy Hops back on the mic again. I'm joined by my duo partner, the one I love very, very deeply, Mr. Shabby Shao. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Hops. I'm doing great, thank you. Awesome to be here. Can I just say you look great today, man? Great. Your hair looks amazing. Can I just say?
You're making me blush. You're
That's all right.
making me
Don't worry
blush.
about it.
So does your hair. Finally, you got rid of that mullet, and it's a
It's
good
still
thing.
back here. It's still back here. It's just I just covered it up.
That is a good thing indeed. And on the broadcast, we have Senji. Senji being an absolute shift in, doing everything in the background to get this whole stream running and functioning at its epitome. But today we have got the minor playoffs. We're all excited for it. This is the last playoffs of this season, and it's going to be one hell of a good one. Because first up, it's going to be Erina Tribe versus Concerto. And Shabby, tell me a little bit about this, because we have heard some bit of background information on who's starting on the Concerto side.
Yeah, I heard some rumors. By rumors, I mean absolute facts that Concerto actually don't have. I believe one of their main players and also a sub. I think one of them is working, and the other one has some sort of connection issues. So they're a bit short-handed coming into this playoffs. It's always rough. Obviously, these trying to get your players all in, and when the real life, when the jobs kick in and kind of the responsibilities pile up, it's a bit sad to not have your full roster, especially in these playoffs, especially the last playoffs of this split. We definitely want to end it with a banger, but I'm sure we'll still have some cracking games, and they'll just have to fight that much harder to beat this Erina Tribe side.
Indeed, and Arena Tribe look hot and spicy indeed. If we can pull up the stats, that would be fantastic. So I kind of want to see how these two teams fare up. I know Minor is one of the. I feel like was one of the closer leagues towards the end of it, but these two sides have a lot of potential. I know that Concerto definitely have the ability to take us to Arena Tribe. However, Erina Tribe, they were really running away with the games towards the end of the regulation season. But however, we do look at like the saves, for example. Concerto have far more, and they are very close when it comes goals for, and as well as goals against and opponent saves. So the stats do kind of line up a little bit, but the biggest thing for me is that Concerto's shooting percentage is 33 above Arena Tribe's 28, which is showing that Concerto is really putting away their opportunities, and so that may pay dividends if they want to take down Arena Tribe.
Yeah, absolutely. The stats look, for a first team versus fourth seed, it's actually quite tight, quite close. I will say one thing: goals against. I think that's quite a large margin. That's about fifth. I'd say 60 goals there. So you definitely need to look out for that stat. I think just a bit. It's different. 150 goals against 216. So the defense not as solid. Yes, they have more saves, but they're still letting in more goals. So I'm guessing that sort of that midfield control might be a little weak for Concerto, as they're getting quite pressured and conceding far more goals than Arena Tribe.
Indeed. And let's have a look at these players and who will be playing today, because we'll be able to give you a little bit of an insight into who can't make it and who is going to make it. I believe we have got Kincaid and Strength already into the lobby, so we are waiting for the rest of the teams to join up. And when Cindy's ready, he will get the stats up of the players on screen. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for Concerto that they have lost one of their main major starting players within Roaster, who is unfortunately being called
Bummer.
off. Yeah, called off to work. And I believe it's NVX, who is usually their sub, their fourth man, who is unable to play due to internet issues. And so this whole scenario of Concerto is really difficult. Yeah, they have Chung, who's a star player in his own right, but they haven't got the likes of Roast, who is that a goal scoring menace. But on the other hand, on the other side, I mean, look at that side on Arena Tribe: Kincaid, Strength, Laser, and Bolt. Oh my word, that is a
Wow.
formidable stack.
They are stacked. I mean, not only goals, but look at the saves: 102, 104. absolute stacked side here, and there's a reason they finished first in the playoff series. And as you said, losing Roast, their top scorer for the split, it's going to be an absolute gutting blow to Concerto.
Mm.
They're not going to be happy going into the series. However, I heard that the player coming in has some big things coming towards him. Maybe he's a little bit insane. Maybe he pops off. We've seen subs come in and just show
This
up
is
and
true.
perform on the day. So it's really sort of up in the air if Concerto can sort of adapt with this new player and see if the rotations are there, if the chemistry lines up, and if they can get their head in the game, then we could be in for a great series.
Yes, we definitely will be in for a fantastic series, and I believe all the players are in the lobby, ready and raring to go. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what happens here. And Pedro, before we do get into the game, what are your feelings? Do you think Arena Tribe's going to run away with this, or do you think there's a potential for a little bit of an upset to happen?
I always pull for the underdog. I think everyone loves an
Mm,
underdog stories, but this one, it's looking tough. Arena, not only were they so strong towards the end of the split, but also they were just consistent. They're
mm.
first for a reason. They're just playing at an absolute outstanding level, and I'd have to
Mm.
give the 3-1. Maybe Concerto gets a game in.
Yeah, maybe they do, maybe they don't, but only time will tell. And I believe the sub for the team for Concerto is going to be Alpha Fire. Alpha being a strong player in his own right in the Challenger League, definitely a top echelon, but it's definitely the chemistry that we'll be looking at right here on whether or not the teams are going to be able to mesh early on and actually perform under this pressure. However, guys, we are about to get into the first game of the
Ooh.
minor playoffs. Woo! Indeed, this is upper round one. Arena Tribe versus Concerto. Who will be taking this victory? Only time will tell as Bolt and Sweeney both go through the kick, or Laser not able to get that touch strength. Flicky up nice and high and early, but fortunately Chung is in that goal to get that save. Bolt just missing the trajectory just a slight bit, which has allowed Alpha Fire, the young gun, to step up and get a nice clearance. Fortunately, Chung not able to get a shot up, but Sweeney popped it up high off the backboard. Can he get the follow-up? No, he can't. This is read really well by Laser on that backboard.
Yeah, great backboard defense there, able to get there in time and really just clear that one out. So far, so good for both sides. These 30 seconds kind of showing some good forwards. These, are extremely high players, and a great shot here from Alpha. Fantastic placement there. And that's what I said about the subs. They always sort of turn up, and just a great placement. Not the most difficult of shots, but just fantastically set up, and that all came from that midfield beat. And this is Concerto going up ahead in the first 30 seconds. Something that I definitely didn't see coming, that's for sure.
Me neither, and it's good to see the sub step up. That confidence boost is definitely going to pay dividends in hopefully performing well for the rest of the series, as Chung unfortunately missed the open net shot, allowing Strength now to get a bit of a catch, go for the dribble. Nice block on that touch, but Sweeney is there to follow out once again. Bolt does beat out Sweeney, and Bolt has been known for hitting some gnarly shots. However, he's shut down very, very quickly. I do definitely feel that this Arena Tribe side, if the Concerto can shut down and close the space, not giving Arena Tribe any room to breathe, that's when Arena Tribe will be at their weakest, because we know how good these guys are in the air.
Yeah, and Alpha seeming to match sort of the pace of these ELO players. This is a GC lobby. Everyone sort of is very mechanically gifted, and they're going to be hitting aerials consistently. They're going to be sort of getting these backboard reads, and so far Alpha's been able to keep up and sort of match the tempo and the pace. As you see him getting sort of a mid-line clearance there, great pop hit, buying his team some time to get back. And so far, I'd say these teams incredibly well balanced at the moment, both giving it their all.
Definitely, indeed, and this is not what people expected. Many people thought that Arena Tribe were going to run away with this, but Concerto doing their absolute best. Is almost a redirect from Alpha Fire and landing in himself a second goal, but not just yet. It's Strength there trying to get a clearance and get an attack going himself. Arena Tribe looking slightly on the back foot as Laser was able to put it off the backboard, almost redirected once again, and Bolt using his mechanics to get up and fast, equalizing for Arena Tribe.
Yeah, great sort of play onto the backboard. There was no real backboard defense, so they were able to just kind of keep ping-ponging balls off there, and eventually a shot's going to come through, I'm surprised there was no bumps. There was only one man in goal, so it would have been free, but just the amount of shots coming in, just impossible for one man there alone in defense.
Indeed, as Laser was trying to fly through the air and get a redirect shot onto goal, unable to do so. Strength keeping the pressure up onto Concerto. Alpha Fire, though, starting to identify that they need a bit more backboard presence as he placed himself there and attempted the clearance, but Strength is denying this completely. All the clearance is falling into Strength's car, but eventually he does not get that second touch. Alpha Fire, though, getting touch. He does a good big dribble around Bolt, and can he do anything more with it? And he actually beats Strength as
Oh,
well. So Laser having to come across, flying across the map to try and cover his team. Brilliant job from Alpha Fire.
yeah, great stuff from him. Pops it over two there, so really putting these players out of position. A bit of a team bump here in this little lane, but I feel like Arena Tribal are getting sort of their momentum in. You see them controlling the pace of the game a lot more, and they're keeping sort of the ball and the possession in that side. Now we see Concerto kind of popping it over and sort of trying to control play, but I feel like maybe this is just a feeler game for Erina, and they sort of need to get their stride in.
100%, 100%. But we mustn't forget, Chabby, that Alpha Fire, these guys wouldn't have played much together at all. You know,
None
he's
at
a
all, I don't
newbie.
think.
And so, the way that Concerto is showing us, it looks like these guys have been playing together the whole season. There's Alpha Fire able to flip once again. And so, it's really surprising to see how well these team players are meshing.
Yeah, I love Alpha. This is basically a solo queue game for him.
Yeah.
As he, he's just sort of just jumped in this team. He's basically playing ranked, and now he's going for a nice little edge dribble. Flip reset, perhaps not quite. But I love the confidence. He's coming in this, no holding back, and he's not playing scared, and I love to see that.
It's very good to see indeed, and he's also wearing the musty decals, which obviously immediately makes you a stronger player.
Yeah, it makes you better at the game, instantly, pretty much. But yeah, this is great stuff from Concerto. They're keeping up, and sort of the second half they were getting pushed in, but now it seems like they're pushing back. Right, they're keeping these balls on the backboard, and a few double commits here from Erina, and they're not really making the most effective clearances. And Concerto doing very well in this game. I gotta give it to them.
Yeah, very good indeed. And it seems to be this sub who's really stepping up more than ever. He pops the ball over into the corner. Can he put it up with a shot at the end? But no! Strength getting that save at the last second. 20 seconds remaining in this game one of the playoffs. Arena Tribe versus Concerto. Can Concerto take this game one against the favourites to win it all this evening? Right now, Strength trying to put the pressure on, wanting to deny Concerto with any confidence. But unfortunately cleared from Sweeney off the backboards.
5 seconds to go. Can they get a final goal here? The ball's up high. Alpha Fire, he's going to try to keep it up. Strength doing his best to keep it here. LRZ still up in the air. Can we see something? It's still going. I think it'll die here. Oh, great little pop from Alpha. But it is our first overtime in our first game of this day. And damn, it looks like we're in for a series, lads.
It does look like indeed. I love to see it. But Laser going for that flip reset. Really well read by Sweeney. Trying to pop it down. Bolt trying to get the pinch of the clearance. Fortunately not favouring him as Chung and Strength 50-50 it of themselves in the air, in the corner. Laser flying up once again, trying to go early. Decides to land back onto the wall. Following up is Alpha Fire. 50 across the board. Sweeney can't get a touch on Forney as Alpha Fire actually goes for a smart catch there. Allowing his teammate to come forward and pop it up. Laser popping it high though. You know how deadly he is in the air, but we haven't seen much of him. He hasn't seen many of his mechanics, and Concerto doing such a good job of shutting him down.
Yeah, great read there from Alpha, actually slowing down the ball when his teammate just overcommitting. But again, I think the backboard defense for Concerto is not really there. They're sort of playing very reactive instead of just looking to clear it. Alpha getting a bit flustered there in the fence and sort of just watching it come down, and it is going to mean the first game to Erina. GG's indeed, as it was much closer than some of us expected here.
100%. That last goal really came down to, well, I believe it was Laser. Laser really using his mechanics to set up his teammates to slot it into the back of the net. Really good job all around by everybody. It's what we like to see, and it's nice to see how close this game is. There was always such a fear that Arena Tribe were going to run away with it completely. However, Concerto showing up, and Alpha Fire particularly stepping up for his team as this last-minute sub when he needs to do. And if we look across the scores here, here after that previous game, we see 7 shots coming out of Strength. 7.
I mean, he's just everywhere. This man is just, so strong in the air, and I feel like he's getting so many reads in the midfield. And the shots haven't been the strongest, but they're just there and they're keeping the pressure on. But great stuff from Concerto, sort of bringing it back. I think Alpha, yes, he was very good, and he's got good sort of game sense as well. Kind of, he knows when to slow play down to sort of gain his team some time to recover. So I definitely think that will come into play as the series progresses.
Really good job indeed, and this capitalization of the opportunities definitely falling on the side of Concerto, who, granted they only had 3 shots, but they scored one of them. On the other hand, look at the other side, 9, 10 shots from Arena Tribe. They only capitalized on 2. So
Hmm.
20% success rate on Arena Tribe against a 33.3 recurring success rate on
Love the recurring as
Concerto.
well. No.
Exactly. But that's really may well be the difference maker. As Chung gets a nice, huge booming clearance strength, his last person back goes off the backboard. Fortunately, Chung not able to read the touch, and Bolt doing a really good job of beating out in the midfield. Opportunity here for him to do something. Tries to put a bit of an awkward shot on, and actually works for him. But a double quick comes in, but Sweeney out of nowhere, stopping the first goal
Oh,
going in for
wow.
Arena Tribe.
I thought it was over when that double commit came through. They were both just flying across goal, and it actually hit the backboard. Unfortunately, no one able to capitalize from Arena Tribe, and that I think they just missed out on a goal right there. Alpha, great challenge here in the midfield, and I've seen some sort of great aerials, but a lot of whiffs as well coming out. And look at that, bit of a challenge that didn't really need to happen. I mean, you can't really challenge in the midfield when you're last man back. And Alpha is going to, unfortunately, concede a goal for his teammate. But a great beat in the air. And it is now 1-0 as we see Erina sort of starting off strong in the second game.
I do agree, and there's not much that Alpha could have done there. His teammates weren't rotating back fast enough, so he almost had to go for that challenge because he was because he was so far up, thinking that his teammates maybe were going for something else. But tough scenario for him to be in. Not much you can do, but now he can make out with it. A nice pop into the center. Unfortunately, Laser was there to capitalize on the defense, and Sweeney deciding to play a passing play with Chung, but the strength of being the strong man that he is, denying the goal. And Arena Tribe, it's Arena Tribe's defense, which is so impressive. I feel like winning them these games.
Yeah, and look at that. They're immediately on the counter-attack and almost the goal-scoring opportunity there as the ball just going wide. Laser trying to keep the pressure on, and they're so good at coming out from the back and such speed here as the double tap, the double read almost coming through there for the side of, I forget the team name, but it's so close to Concerto. But great counter-attacks, I think, from both sides here. Fantastic. Alpha pops it here, almost trying to go for a double tap. This man with all the confidence in the series. Great little bump here, throwing the momentum away, but strength. He's just been so good this series.
Yeah, and you really see the positioning from the Arena Tribe side and what they like to focus on. They're really not afraid to rotate around each other and let one of their players go off. And right there we saw Laser doing what he does best, finding an opportunity, opening it up for his team, beating out Alpha Fire, and just sets up for Bolt to just sneak it in. Brilliant plays all around from Arena Tribe.
Yeah, an open net there. And now you're seeing maybe this sort of new player kind of unaware of the tactics of this team. And, you shouldn't really have an open net, but a great beat in the midfield. And Chung's going to secure himself a goal for his side. Just a fantastic 50. Chung able to read it. Strength, not in the best position to hit that. And he has to give it away to Bolt, which just gets beaten in the air. And now they're back in this game already. 2-1. Good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. As Bolt now gets a brilliant kickoff. Laser almost able to follow up, and he does so, keeping the pressure on. And Alpha Fire, he was so good in that first game, but he seems to now playing that third man role. I feel like he's so much better when he's being that aggressor. So maybe the tactics of these teams put the sub at the third man, but actually that's really not playing to his strength. So if I was Stan Concerto, I'd be like, actually, Alpha Fire, you were playing so well up front, push up a little bit, play aggressive, we will cover the back line.
Yeah, you're right. He does seem to sort of be staying in this the goal line position and trying to be that third man. But I think he's the most confident when he's going forward, and there was some great midfield pops as a player's going to come here. He dribbles it in! Sweeney with the clip!
Oh
yeah.
Dear.
Dribble! My man's nuts! Oh, there's some broken, what do we say? Some broken...
broken rims.
That's it, broken rims. Absolutely shattered there as a fantastic solo play. Definitely the goal of the series so far. And now Laser, oh, that could have been in. And another, then the backboard defense, I think, for Concerto is a real worry for me because they just do not like playing off that backboard. And I think it's going to come to bite them later on.
I definitely,
What
definitely could.
flick?
And oh my
Oh!
God,
Oh,
Sweeney!
Sweeney. Mate, chill out. He's just suddenly, you know what, guys? Let me just pop off real quick. And what a flick there. Almost it was a bit of a pass to Alpha, but Alpha, just a fantastic fake there. Able to allow that one to go in. And now Concerto are ahead. And what a turn of events here.
I know.
How the turn have tables.
How the turn have tables in the tide. Unbelievable stuff. Erina tried, but they looked, really good after the end of game 1 and obviously the beginning of game 2. And right now, Concerto is stepping it up. Maybe they found their rhythm with Alpha Fire. Maybe they found their form, but they have to keep it going because you know that this Erina tribe will be capitalizing on everything. But Sweeney doing bits once again, beating out the player in defense, winning that midfield battle, and he has been the difference maker so far.
I mean, Sweeney's just turned it up in this last minute. I feel like he's just reading everything. He's getting every ball. He's winning every challenge. And I think things are just looking great for him. He's just been so fantastic. Need to keep their composure here for their last minute. But it's looking good for Concerto as they've been pretty strong. And Alpha, again, great beat onto Bolt. The read is not quite there, but Sweeney trying to keep the pressure on again. Going for a little pinch, maybe a bump. Oh, and Alpha with the shot off the backboard. Anyone there to read it? Oh, great defense from Laser. They need the rotations now more than ever. And this minute is being action-packed.
Unbelievable stuff, and they've definitely rotated the players around. Chung is sitting in the back more, and it gives Alpha the opportunity to, be strong in the midfield where he's been so dominant in the beginning of game 1, at the end of game 2, and then it allows Sweeney so much space to do his magic in the back. And this formula that Concerto has stumbled across is working out so well. 10 seconds remaining. What a save coming out of Sweeney, the star of this game so far. But can they hold on? 2 seconds remaining. The ball's still up. Ball goes for the redirect, but it hits the ground. They won. Concerto clutching up. I cannot believe it. That goal was going in.
That was in half a second earlier, and the bounce would have enabled that to go in because it would have been the 1 second mark, but just times out. And so unfortunate for Erina Tribe because that would have taken it to our second overtime of the day. But I mean, Sweeney, okay. Stop smurfing. It's all right, man.
Work. That was incredible.
He's just pulling out the flicks. He's pulling out the plays. I mean, his challenges were fantastic, and sort of that second half pressure that he brought to this game. He was just a different man, a different beast, and it's fantastic to see. And what was meant to be a one-sided series is just turning to be a heck of a banger. And this has got to be a real confident boost for Concerto.
I'm just blown away with how close that game was, and it really fell down to Sweeney scoring 2 highlight reel goals. Unbelievable play from him, and this formula, as I was saying, they've actually given Alpha Fire the confidence to push up and control the midfield with how quick he's being, and that has just given Chung room to breathe in the back, Sweeney room to breathe in the front, and it's just avoiding any sort of chaotic mistakes going on. And so really impressed to see Concerto adapting and to beat this very strong Erina Tribe side. And it's so interesting, you only saw Bolt with 150 points. You very rarely see that throughout the whole of the season. So maybe he's cold, I don't know, or maybe this Concerto side just doing absolute bits.
Yeah, maybe he needs a game or two to warm up. I do see a lot more from Bolt normally, but I think he's just been a bit cold in sort of the challenges. He's been struggling as the demo comes through, shaking up that defense. Could we see a goal here?
Oh my gosh!
Fire with the read, and great demo sort of putting off the defense. Look at that, Sweeney with the hit, and Alpha, great dribble and the bump.
What a play!
Didn't even see that bump from Sweeney. That made the play, actually.
Somebody clip that, please.
Oh my God. What a play. Oh, Sweeney flicks it into the mid and then off the wall bump. I mean, this man is just turning up.
Unbelievable plays, but Laser answers back. answers back with a very nice finish, and I think this wasn't any mistake from anybody. Sweeney maybe not with the best of touches, however the laser being a little bit too far and with pinpoint accuracy. That was the only way that shot was going to go in, because he was otherwise have been a 50-50. So
Mm.
difficult stuff indeed, but both these teams pushing closer and closer. They want to win this game. Whoever loses will go down to losers bracket, and the losers bracket run is much more difficult and annoying, as you see Alpha Fire love the confidence, going for a musty flick.
Yeah, I love
it's
it.
so good to see him playing like this.
Yeah, he's just been pulling out, you know, the little bumps, the little dribbles. I love the confidence he's brought to this game, but oof, unfortunately unable to read that pass, and it is going to be bolt up, and they're saying, you know, okay, you've had your little fun, you've had your plays, but we're here to win, and sort of the composure's coming through. They don't need the flashiest play, they just need the consistent goals, which is working out fantastically for them in this game.
Indeed, it is. As Sweeney and Bolt go for that kickoff, Chung is there, and he pops it forward, leaving, you have to see Strength on his own at the back. Not with the best pancake touch, actually. Allows the Concerto side to keep the pressure on going, but Strength may correcting him as this mistake and getting a brilliant clearance, forcing Chung to pass it over to Bolt. Alpha there, playing it down to Laser. Laser doing a really good job of patrolling over that midfield line, for trying to be that bus who stops anything from happening. Alpha Fire, though, now on the pressure once again, looking for a couple of touches, has only 0 boost, but is making it so difficult for this Erina tribe to get a decent clearance. Really good job from him, as Laser the Strength tried to link up with a passing play to get a clearance, but it falls straight into Sweeney's hands.
Yeah, I love that sort of, he held his second jump, but now a fantastic mid play, and Alpha can't face the two players. Strength coming in with a goal, and look at that, Chung and Alpha, bit of a, I wouldn't say a double commit, but a bit of a double read. You know, they looked like they were both going in for the ball. Alpha did let Chung go ahead, but he was then in an awful position to sort of defend, and that's just that chemistry. You know, they don't play together. They're not used to how the team rotates, and it's just coming into fruition here.
It definitely is, and right now it's this capitalization. Both sides have 3 shots on goal, make this 4 for Erina Tribe, and Erina Tribe have scored all, you know, are scoring so many goals. They've scored all 4 goals. They have 100% shot completion right now. Yet Concerto, they only have, what, 30%, as I was saying. And so it's definitely a capitalization issue for Concerto. They have opportunities, they just got to put them away. And now it's all about composure. You've got plenty of time to bring this game back. You have the capability of doing so. They just have to stay on top. They have to be playing perfect Rocket League.
Yeah, they don't want to concede any more goals, and there was just a few mistakes that led to these sort of goals. As Sweeney's going for maybe a flip reset, maybe a bit of a fake. Bolt taking it away from 1, from 2, gonna flick it again, and Bolt's been stepping up this game. He has been sort of just so aggressive on the ball, and he's getting a lot better touches. You know, he's been more consistent, and the shot comes through again. No backboard defense, and this is just, it's just hard to see. It's just no one really reading that backboard, and it just allows for these midfield, sort of these mid shots to come in so freely, and they've just had so much space to work with this game, and I feel like Concerto just slowing down a little bit.
Definitely, and I also think it's Concerto slowing down, but I think Erina Tribe have found their stride right now. Bolt is woken up, you know, and he is that. I wouldn't say the pivotal player, but he's definitely such a crucial element of how Erina Tribe play. And now he's woken up. I saw our compete in the chat. Now comes the domination. He's here. He's awake, and that just gives Laser room to work with, Strength room to work with, and all these players have such crazy mechanics and chemistry. It's so deadly when they're all firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and yeah, we're seeing sort of Bolt come into this game. You know, he's put 2 away. He has some great shots. He's sort of finding the team plays. They're just putting it on the backboard, and I feel like these goals are just coming a bit too easy for them. Yes, they're good plays, but they're not the hardest plays to defend. And I feel like Concerto just sort of need to snap awake and sort of control that backboard a little bit better, and then we'll see these games to be a lot closer.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Sweeney playing it over into the corner, looking for a goal to maybe make this scoreline less daunting. Alpha controlling that midfield like he has been doing, and he's been doing so well. However, Bolt now in the air, trying to go for a little bit of an aerial play. Is he going to be able to do it? No. Good read from Alpha and Chung, so a bit of a double commit in the goal, but unfortunately for them, nothing's going to occur. As Alpha Fire on the counter-attack almost puts a shot onto the back of the net, able to follow it up. No, he isn't. It's Bolt getting a clearance.
Yeah, no boost for Alpha, unable to read the sort of that double tap, and it looks like it's an open net here, as Strength is just going to run it in, and the rotations this game have just been poor. I mean, too many sort of challenges in mid lane. Like, you can't really, I know you've got to keep the mid pressure up, but you cannot challenge if there's no one back. Because if you
Agreed.
challenge and you lose that 50, that's an instant goal. And if you wait, you can challenge much later and allow your team to come in for the rotations, and that's just, I think, just sort of a tactical error, and something these teams are they're just not used to playing together, and it's sort of finally showing in this third game.
It really is, and the cracks appearing, and Erina Tribe is exploiting. However, the series is tied 1-1. You know, there is still at least another game to be played. So you never know whether Concerto will be able to find their form once again like they had at the end and beginning of this previous game.
Brazil.
It's a Brazil right now. Is there going to be any more? You don't know. But if you're in the Concerto's position right now, you just go, okay, all right, this is a throw. You know, this is not going to happen this game.
Right.
Let's focus and turn our attention to what we need to improve to win the next game.
Yeah, they're just looking ahead now. This game is pretty much done. Obviously, the Brazil coming out the 7-1. Brazil go brr, as the chat's spamming. But no, it's not the Brazil anymore because it's 7-2.
Hey,
Great stuff. Yeah, they're breaking the curse there. And they'll love to get sort of some goals. Stats look great, and also sort of you can build a bit of momentum if you get a few goals for the next game. But I think they'll just be looking to sort of fix those defensive errors going into the next one, because the only way a team scores 7 goals is if there's defensive errors. There's no other way, or unless they're gods in the attack. But yeah, a few too many open nets, I would say, for Concerto. And if they fix that, I'm sure we can have a closer game into this fourth one. But look at this. There's been about 3 shots that hit the post in a row there.
And look at that was a fantastic save from Sweeney.
Yeah, what a save.
Denying Laser. Bolt and Strength have 3 goals each, but Laser sat on 1. So Laser was definitely wanting that other goal, but GG's all round as Erina Tribe take this third game of this series, taking it 2-1. Concerto putting up a really good fight, though. I mean, granted the scoreline there, but these previous 2 games, they've been incredibly close.
Look at Bolt. He nearly hit a K points. I mean, the guy was just a monster this game. 3 goals, 7 shots, 5 saves, 2 assists. I mean, that's crazy. That's one of the highest points I've seen sort of casting these leagues. And I think, yeah, he just turned up. We said in the early, I think last game you had about 150 points. So you can really say sort of the difference that's come in. And they're playing off the backboard beautifully. They're getting a lot of shots into the midfield. And it's just all going well for Erina Tribe in this game. And I think Concerto just need to sort of focus up. They need to calm a bit better. I think they need to call out the third man a bit better, because a lot of the times those were just open nets. You know, they're just rolling them into their goal, and that can't really happen in the playoffs. You know.
Exactly, you have to be playing perfectly in the playoffs if you want a chance to win, especially with the prowess and strength at which this Erina Tribe team plays at. But this game is real dividends. You see Alpha Fire. You see Concerto's life, winners bracket life on the line right now. If they lose this game, they have to make their way through the losers bracket, and that's never something you want to do. We have seen them taken down Erina Tribe. Can they do it again? As Laser and Chung go for the kickoff.
Oh, Laser with a great 50 here, and a second shot coming through, getting off to a great start in this 4th game. And they're looking to keep the pressure high and mighty here, as Alpha getting a bit of a bump. Great pop into the midfield as Laser. He's like, you know what? You have it, Strength. I don't want it, mate. It's just a bit of a banter shot here. But yeah, great stuff from both teams here, sort of trying to keep possession. But Alpha with a great pop again, and Concerto maybe bringing some life into this 4th game.
Really good job from Alpha Fire to keep the ball away from his own half. However, nobody is back. Sweeney, last person back. He's going to follow up with a shot. No, Bolt able to get there first. And so, Concerto have to be concerned about their rotations. They have to keep aware of it, because you know Erina Tribe will take advantage of it. Alpha Fire winning that midfield touch. Go straight to Laser, though. Laser not with the best of touches. Allows Chung to 50-50, giving Alpha Fire some space to work with here. The ball is flying around the backboard, but Strength there. Presence being made Ball bouncing down forward. Anyone there to follow up with a shot? No, Laser pops it forward once again. And this right now is the battle for midfield. But as I'm saying, a little bit of missed touch coming out from Chung. But unfortunately, Alpha making a save.
Yeah, Chung just misreading that touch, and it's gonna be an opportunity already. Strength again, 50 in this midfield. Both teams sort of looking for this mid control, and a few missed aerials from both sides here, a few missed touches, and it's not looking like the cleanest fourth game so far. I think both teams just need to sort of calm down, take a breather, as it was kind of a hectic game last game, so they still got that same energy. But Concerto doing a lot better to sort of iron out these defensive errors, and they're playing the third man role very well, and I think they can go forward and sort of challenge for the win here.
I do completely agree. As Alpha Fire tried to read that touch, unfortunately not with enough amount of boost, giving Laser an opportunity to get that clearance. The ball now flowing forward into the Concerto's half strength, doing magic, playing across the goal. Unfortunately, none of his teammates there to capitalize on it, but they were controlling the midfield, and they've come away with the ball once again, leaving it in Concerto's half. A shot goes in from Bolt, but Alpha Fire reading that defense really, really well. Sweeney now, last person back, decides to touch it down, trying to slow it down so his teammates can get back in time. Chung now with a nice clearance. Sweeney is there waiting on the sidewall, tries to pop it down, going to go off the bad ball. Can Alpha Fire get a shot? No, he cannot, as Bolt denies it.
Yeah, and Chung there, you saw him almost hesitate to go in for that shot, but he's like, I'm last man back, I need to be careful on the rotations, and he just holds himself, and that's what I want to see from them, this sort of control, the breather, the time. They need to play with the space that they have and not get too trigger happy, as Sweeney finally controlling that backboard, getting that backboard defense that I was talking about for so long, and Concerto fixing those errors that they made. And now Laser going for this challenge here. Concerto definitely being put under pressure here, need to sort of buy themselves some time, some space, and Chunk not able to clear that one away as Laser going for it again. The demo's there as well, and this man has just been turning it up. Jesus Christ, and he's going for it again. Flip reset, not there as Alpha clears it, and whew, bit of an onslaught onto Concerto here.
Yeah, and I'm liking to see the confidence from Laser. He's jealous of the 3 goals his teammates scored each last game. He's wanting some more of himself. And he has capability of doing so. And you see him going for those flip resets. He's playing with confidence now. Strength popping into the center. Sweeney reading that backboard touch really, really well. Alpha Fire, though, popping it up nice and high. Laser's speed is just playing absolute dividends. As Chung goes for a sweeping clearance, almost getting redirected from Sweeney. However, not able to get the touch. Now Laser's turn to do something with it. Sweeney gets a demo onto Strength, which should slow down Erina Tribe's offense just a little bit. But if Bot has anything to say that he wants to keep it going, but the ball has fallen down into Sweeney's hands, and Sweeney's car just panking a demo attempt from Laser. Very fortunate from him, but unfortunately nothing comes of it. It's still a 0-0 game.
I mean, 4 minutes down and we've not had a goal. This has just been so back and forth. Concerto getting a few good shots in, some great offensive 50s. Sweeney's kind of killing this offensive pressure with a demo. But yeah, I mean, it's back and forth. Erina getting shots in, Concerto getting shots in. I think they've all got a few shots in. I think. Oh my god, that was so close. That demo. Yeah, I just held my breath for a second. I was like, 20 seconds to go. A goal here is surely just the end for any teams, and Alpha's going for it. Great pop here. The
my god!
The was amazing, but it's just hit the crossbar. Chunk again putting it in the middle here. The double commits there. No man back. They need to be careful here. 5 seconds to go. Chunk again pops it up in the air. Bolt is here, but a great clearance from Laser should kill this one out. As the
that
shot.
was bouncing it. That was on target.
Yeah. But it's 1 second, so it is the second overtime, and great from Concerto, fixing those rotation errors, fixing those mistakes, and they've come back strong in this 4th game. They're definitely pushing for a game 5, and it's just fantastic to see this side, sort of the underdog story, sort of being built right in front of our eyes.
It's so beautiful to see indeed. They're playing with confidence now. You see them going for these mechanical plays, these fakes, these bumps, these touches. Really good to see. And Concerto, they got to keep this up if they want to match the prowess which Erina Tribe have built themselves up to have throughout the regulation season. As Alpha Fire now putting some pressure on. 1-on-1 with Ball. He's going to go for a bit of an aerial touch, maybe a double tap off the side. Alpha Fire gets it. The stop steps up. 30 seconds onto overtime, and he does the double touch, beating out Bolt, who is known for these clips. Oh, get clipped on.
Super sub who? I mean, this guy. I mean, he's just playing with such confidence. And am I right saying he's come from a lower league? I
He's
don't know.
come from Challenger to
Oh my
sub in today, and
god.
Alpha Fire's just pulled that. Guys in chat, listen. Did you hear what I just said? Alpha Fire, he's come from Challenger and just clipped Bolter in the playoffs.
Oh
Okay,
god, that's rough. I mean,
all
I
right.
mean, I where I expected an earlier challenge. He sort of waited for the. I think he just didn't trust that Alpha was going to get the double tap.
Yeah.
He was sort of waiting for the mistake and then sort of to capitalize and go on the attack. But Alpha's just turning up, and he really did just clip on a bunch of GCs. Alpha, absolutely fantastic this game. And look at him. The score says it all. I mean, everyone's on 250 and the man's on 600. He's got a goal. He's got 4 saves and 4 shots. He was just really everywhere this game, and he was getting sort of. I think his sidewall reads were fantastic. He's able to play these balls off the sidewall really well, and he can get these advantages. And they were able to just capitalize, and we would go into a game 5, which I just did not see coming in this series.
I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. Bolt got clipped, and I'm literally clipping it right now. I love Bolt. He's a great player, really good player. But in the end of the day, Bolt gets clipped by Alpha Fire, and it was such a beautiful goal. But here we are. We're in a game 5, the first series of the evening, Shabby, and we have a game 5.
I mean, we're in for a heck of a day. This minor league looking to be one of the most competitive. How can this 4th seed sort of just turn up in 1st seed just like this? And it's just something that you don't. It's kind of unheard of. And look at the pressure already going. Alpha putting it in. They need the clearance, but Sweeney coming all the way from downtown, and he's just slotted in the first goal. Early pressure coming in, and you know, I would be a bit hesitant being the 3rd man back, sort of going in, but he saw the opportunity and he just took it. My man drove all the way down and sort of just launched himself at the ball there, getting the first goal in this game.
Unbelievable start from the side of Concerto, wanting to ride this momentum. Can Erina try bounce back? We see the Concerto side playing with such confidence. They really are backing themselves, and with Chung rotating like he is, it's going to be very difficult for Erina Tribe to do anything. However, as we talked about it so many times, Concerto have to be on top of their rotations, because that's what has been letting them down so far. But ball gone up early. He should have landed that shot. Lays it there with the flip out. Fire saying no and denying that goal. Who this man signed him to a minor team right now?
Alpha is just, what a save there from him, and he's not only being very good in offense, but he's kind of getting these reads. And after that second game, I thought, well, you know, he's met his match, but he's just turned up, and I love the confidence that he's playing with. And if you've ever heard of a super sub, I mean, here's the literal definition of one.
Unbelievable plays from Alpha. Incredible. And we know the signings open on Monday, and I'm sure GMs will be looking at this player and thinking, all righty ho, I want him in my team. It's really now trying to go for a bit of an aerial clearance, but strength 50-50s it, keeping it in the Concerto's half. A lot of bumps coming out and a huge amount of pressure coming out for the side of Concerto, and the bump onto Chung is going to give Bolt an opportunity to slot one in. And right now, this is incredible. It's tied 1-1 in game 5.
Yeah, strength was just being an absolute nuisance for Chung. He was just, you know, those mini bumps that just are really annoying to shake off. He was just mini bumping him, almost trying to lock him into a rule 1, and he was just absolutely put off his game, and Chung can't get the defense. And it's great to see Erina sort of trying to bring out some different tactics for this game 5, maybe try to put Concerto off their winning pace. And a shot again comes in, Laser with the backboard, no one there, and a great shot. Saved by Chung. Can Alpha put it in the attack? No, he can't. And it is Laser with a shot again, and it's Erina Tribe turning up, looking to sort of build the pressure on, and you know they can kind of get ahead if these shots could coming in. And Concerto just need to compose themselves and clear this one out.
Yeah, Concerto really coming clutch with these saves, though, over and over again. And that was a brilliant challenge from Alpha. Actually takes out two players, but unfortunately for him, Strength was able to land right by the ball to keep the pressure on for Arena Tribe. But Chung now has an opportunity to do something here. Bolt does pop it into the center, looking for his teammate Strength, where he does find him. And really good plays from Concerted to keep these goals out. They're actually making it extremely difficult for Arena Tribe to capitalize on their shots. And that's what you really want to do with a team such as Arena Tribe. If they're going to find it easy to score goals, they will always 100% of the time score them. It's what we saw in that game number 3. However, ever since then, Arena Concerto just making it uncomfortable for Arena Tribe to be pushing up. Beautiful plays from him, and right now it's Concerto on the attack.
Can I just say, Sweeney has just been going around demoing people left and right. He's been such a nuisance. Is that an open net? Oh, you don't want to see these in game 5. After this is such a close game. Just a bit of a rotational nightmare. Too many people going forward. Alpha unable to get back in time. And it's really tough to see that sort of a goal like that in a game 5.
Still, all to play for. It's only a 1-goal lead and 2 minutes left on the clock, and we see how good these, this Concerto side is. You cannot count them out whatsoever. As Bolt now going out forward, looking for his teammate Laser, but Alpha Fire getting a demo onto Strength. However, the touch was missed. Can Alpha Fire make the save? Yes, he can. Alpha Fire coming in clutch when he needs to be. He takes it around Strength and actually avoids the bump and gets a bump onto Strength himself. Alpha Fire being really dominant in this midfield, trying to give his team an opportunity to do something with it. And Sweeney, once again, getting these aerial touches. Chung beats out a Strength as well. Can he get a touch into the center? Yes, he can. However, his teammates aren't there to follow it up, giving Laser to get this clearance. But Concerto, every single time they attack, they look so dangerous.
A great pass from Sweeney onto Alpha here. And a bit of a pancake there. Can they do something with it? Great clearance from Strength. And Sweeney's the last man back. And he didn't get the touch. And again, just these little mistakes, these little misplays, these missed touches. And it's now 3-1 for this side. And they're looking like they want to close this one out. And they don't want to get knocked into the lower bracket, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Sweeney should have been going for the touch. I think he wanted to try and fake out Laser, but you know Laser's always going to push the ball. He's always going to be feeling confident and backing himself. So Sweeney made a bit of a misplay there that gave the gun the goal. However, the shot is saved by Sweeney, making up for his early mistakes. Now, a lot of work to Concerto to do. Only 45 seconds to do it. Can they get a goal soon? They need to keep capitalizing if they want to have a chance to come back into this game and send it to overtime. 2 goals down with Laser pushing forward. It does get a bump around her. Can it get saved? But Laser panicking a little bit, wanting to put the goal in prematurely. Not able to capitalize on it as Bolt getting a bit of a mistouch in the midfield. Strength, though, however, is there to follow it up once again. Chung beating out Strength in the midfield touch. Alpha Fire has gone up early, maybe looking for his teammate, but no, this defense from Arena Tribe is holding for now. And the clearance leading to a goal that is going to end the first series of the evening. However, Concerto looking lethal right now.
Concerto, I gotta give it to them. They took the best team in the minor league to a best of 5, considering they're playing with a sub, and their sub is also not available. So a sub of a sub. I just got to give props to them. They've played beautifully this game, and although they are going to lose the series, I think that they're winners in my eyes, and I'm going to love seeing them in the lower bracket and see their journey, because they're not out of the series, they're not out of the tournament, they're just out of this game, and I think that just came down to maybe some game 5 pressure, some chokes here and there. I think Sweeney choked. Alpha missed a few aerials, and even and Chung in the end there, he didn't even get that clearance. So I think just the game 5 pressure getting to this Concerto side, and Erina just able to keep their cool and just play their game.
Indeed. Really good plays from both sides. And, I really wouldn't be surprised to see Concerto in the final and face these guys, Arena Tribe once again. I mean, if Concerto are going to play like they are and make it really close to Arena Tribe, then actually, I think they may well meet in the final once again. And God, will that be exciting.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing to see the side sort of step up against Erina. I think they they're a bit inconsistent here and there, Arena. They definitely, didn't play at the top of their game. I've seen them play a lot better just in a normal
Mm,
series, but it comes to that playoff sort of pressure that
mm,
piles on. But in the end, they're able to sort of keep their cool,
mm.
remain calm, and where the mistakes are coming in for Concerto, Arena's just they're keeping cool. They're allowing the opponent to choke while just slotting in these easy goals. And I feel like if Concerto just fixed up those rotations at the last game, they could have very well taken that series. So close.
Very, very close indeed. And guys, we are going to have a quick break because up next, we're going to have another beautiful game in the minor playoffs. So, guys, don't go anywhere because we're going to have some more action for you. And I'm sure these games are going to be equally as competitive as they have been in this first series. And it's going to be me and Shabby back on the desk. So, guys, don't go anywhere.
Oi.
Grab yourself some coffee, grab yourself some water, grab yourself some food because we'll be right back for some more Season 6 minor playoff action.